Superhero stories used to be simple. Hero gets powers, learns responsibility, saves day, done. Somewhere along the line we traded that for homework, and I was tired of studying. Then the whispers started. Dispatch sold 2 million copies, 22,000 overwhelmingly positive Steam reviews. This will ruin your life. I'm allergic to hype, so I waited. 4 weeks, 8 episodes dropping like it was 2012 and Telltale was still breathing. 1 hour, I told myself. Just see what the screaming is about. I played the entire season in one sitting. 7 hours straight. When the credits rolled, I sat frozen, staring at the screen like I just watched someone I loved walk away forever. Then I immediately hit new game. Dispatch follows Robert Robertson III, voiced by Aaron Paul doing actual acting, not a Breaking Bad impression.
Nice throw, bitch. I was speaking to the mic, bitch.
Genuine work that grabbed my soul and chokeslammed it into the pavement. He's the third-generation Mecha Man. Not a mutant, not enhanced. Just a guy who inherited a robot suit. A legacy passed down like a curse wrapped in responsibility. His grandfather wore it, died in it. His father wore it, died in it. Robert gave his entire life to that metal coffin. Then one fight destroys everything. Shroud, the Red Ring, an ambush. And suddenly the only thing defining Robert's existence is scrap metal. He's not Mecha Man, he's just Robert. Mid-30s, no powers, no backup plan, no idea who he is without the armor, no money, no secret identity, just an empty apartment, crippling existential dread, and a dog named Chunk. Enter Blonde Blazer, the actress who played Snow White in Wolf Among Us, which is already perfect casting. She works for SDN, the Superhero Dispatch Network, corporate bureaucracy for powered individuals. Think insurance company meets 911. Her offer? Robert can work as a dispatcher, managing heroes from a desk, coordinating disaster responses. The catch? His team is 7 Z-tier former villains, reformed criminals who hate each other more than they hate authority, the bottom of the barrel, the clearance rack heroes. What follows is 8 episodes from ex-Telltale devs who never forgot how to emotionally devastate you, but evolved past what they used to be. This has Wolf Among Us DNA, Walking Dead heart, but sharper, smarter, better. Now here's where it gets wild. You think this is a superhero game? Wrong. This is an anxiety simulator designed to test if you are capable of love. It's overcooked, except instead of burning rice, people die. Emergencies pop up on a city map with countdown timers. Bank robbery? Needs combat. Hostage situation? Needs charisma. Building collapse? Needs mobility. Send the wrong hero? They fail. Get injured. Die. But heroes get exhausted, need cooldowns, and multiple crises hit simultaneously. You're juggling 6 disasters with 4 heroes and someone just got hurt, so now you're down to 3 and oh god, there's a fire! And Invisible's the only one available, but she's terrible with fire and... This had me sweating more than a league player touching grass for the first time. Your dialogue choices impact everything. Defend Invisible when the team wants her gone? She clutches impossible missions out of loyalty. Ignore morale? They sabotage each other mid-crisis.
Wasn't an ever-increasing pain.
Story and gameplay aren't connected. They're fused. One living system that will break your heart and your strategic planning simultaneously. Look at this team. It's a disaster. A walking HR nightmare. You've got Invisible, whose superpower is literally holding her breath. She has asthma. Her power actively tries to kill her. You've got Flambe, a literal hothead who used to be Mecha Man's nemesis and has the emotional intelligence of a brick. There's Prism, an influencer, Malevolva, an actual demon, and Golem, a literal rock. On paper, this is the C-team, the benchwarmers, the guys you call when Daredevil is busy filing taxes. This should not work. But here's where Dispatch does something brilliant. Invisible, voiced by Laura Bailey, she's messy, self-destructive, makes terrible decisions, pushes people away before they can leave first. The team wants her gone. Logic says cut her loose. Every rational part of your brain screams, fire her. But then you see it, that raw desperation, that need to prove she's more than the worst thing she's done. And suddenly, you're not just managing a hero, you're defending someone who's never been defended before. Defending her was hard. The game doesn't make it easy. The team hates her. She screws up constantly. But something about that desperation, that need to be seen as more than her mistakes, made me keep choosing her every single time. Because I didn't just want her to succeed, I needed to prove someone could believe in her when no one else would. Sonar, Moist Critical voicing a Harvard grad turned bat-human hybrid, delivers the driest humor you've ever heard. Smart to the point of insufferable. I thought he was simple, background character energy. Then he hit me with one moment, just one, and suddenly I understood him completely. The loneliness of existing between two worlds, belonging to neither.
Why is this?
No. You must have just locked it.
Sorry, force of you.
His deadpan wasn't comedy, it was armor protecting something vulnerable underneath. Coupe, former assassin turned hero, mysterious, deadly, guarded. And when the game forced me to choose between her and Sonar for who stays on the team, something inside me shattered. I sat there unable to click, because by that point I knew them. Cutting either one felt like betraying family, like choosing which friend lives. Both choices felt wrong, because they were. Phenomenon. Travis Willingham voicing this universe's Superman. Godlike power, childlike soul. He doesn't want to conquer, he wants friends. Wants to understand why people fear him when he's trying so desperately to help. The game could have made him the villain, could have pulled an Omni-Man twist. Instead, it made him someone who needed a friend more than the world needed a hero, and that destroyed me. Chase. Jeffrey Wright voicing a speedster who ages when he runs. He's 39, looks 80. Every use of his power costs literal years. He knows the math, runs anyway. One jog away from a nursing home, and he still shows up. Still fights, still believes. Flambe, Prism, Malevolva, Golem. The D-list Suicide Squad ordered from Wish.com. Except they're not. Each one gets real moments. Prism discussing the existential horror of duplicating yourself. Which copy is real? Golem sitting outside a bar because they're too large to fit inside. Earbuds in, alone. By episode 5, when the team storms a villain bar and chaos erupts, I wasn't watching background characters execute animations. I was watching my people fight. When Flambe starts his ridiculous song,
I hate the world today,
and fists fly and powers clash, I felt genuine pride. Then episode 6 delivered the house party scene. Robert's apartment. Cold, lifeless, isolated for 5 episodes. Suddenly it explodes with warmth. Bodies everywhere, dancing, laughing, arguing about nothing. Lighting shifts from sterile blue to golden amber. Loud, messy, chaotic, perfect. This captured that specific euphoria when you gather with your closest friends after too long. When you celebrate nothing because being together is enough. When problems outside cease to exist because right now, in this moment, you're home. It's The Office meets Thunderbolts, a sitcom with stakes, where you don't just watch characters, you want to be there, part of something. Dispatch fixes superhero fatigue by remembering one truth. Heroes work not because they save worlds, but because they save each other. This is a reverse origin story. We don't watch Robert become Mecha Man. We watch Mecha Man become Robert Robertson III. We watch the suit come off. Watch him learn who he is underneath. Heroism without powers means showing up when you feel empty, defending someone everyone wants gone, reading psychology books after shifts to understand your team, choosing forgiveness when rage would be easier, believing in people when belief seems stupid. The stakes aren't planetary. No snapping universes, no multiversal threats. The tension is managing 8 disasters with 7 exhausted heroes and 0 backup. Victory isn't CGI spectacle. It's everyone getting home alive. One more shift without casualties. Progress toward being better than yesterday. And redemption? Not guaranteed. Your choices determine outcomes. Invisigal can become the hero she was meant to be, or slide back into self-destruction. Sonar can learn to trust, or remain isolated. Change is possible, but not inevitable. It requires work, patience, someone willing to believe when belief seems foolish. The game made me think about my own life, about people I almost gave up on, about choices that define who we become, about whether I'm willing to fight for someone when it's hard. Dispatch understands something Marvel forgot. Small stakes devastate harder when you care. I'd rather watch Robert defend Invisigal at a team meeting than see him punch a CGI army, because one feels real. The other feels like homework I'm tired of studying for. Watching Robert grow without powers hit harder than any transformation sequence. No suit-up montage, no glowing eyes, just a man learning to be human. Learning that heroism looks like showing up to boring meetings, apologizing when you're wrong, forgiving when you're hurt, choosing people over convenience. Robert becoming more human instead of more powerful is the most radical thing a superhero story has done in years. Because at the end of the day, this isn't about saving the universe. It's about saving one person, and then another, and another, until suddenly you've built something that matters. A family made from broken people who refuse to stay broken. Episode 6 broke me. Not because of what happened, though what happened was devastating, but because of how it felt. That specific weight spreading through your chest. That hollow ache when someone you've grown to love makes a choice you can't stop. The game didn't manipulate me with dramatic music or slow motion. It just held the camera, let the moment breathe, let the silence crush you, let you feel the weight of what loss actually means.
Hey, wake up! No, please.
I sat there, controller in hand, screen blurring, unable to move. Not crying because the game told me to. Crying because I'd spent 6 episodes getting to know this person. Their humor, their warmth, their humanity. The way they showed up for Robert when no one else would. And suddenly they were gone. And there was nothing I could do but watch the silence fill the space where they used to be. That's the difference between manipulation and earned emotion. Between shock value and genuine devastation. Dispatch builds its moments, earns them, makes you feel them in your bones. This is what happens when a game lets you build real connections. When characters aren't just plot devices but people. When you've spent hours defending them, believing in them, watching them grow. When they're gone, the silence is deafening. And here's what really destroyed me. This is what modern gaming can do. This is what happens when you fuse mechanics and narrative so tightly they become inseparable. When your choices in gameplay affect your choices in story. When the person you spent hours upgrading, deploying, protecting, suddenly isn't there anymore. You don't just lose a character, you lose a tool, a strategy, a friend. The game makes you feel that absence mechanically and emotionally. That's genius. That's evolution of the medium. When the credits rolled, I felt hollow. Not disappointed, hollow in that specific way you feel finishing a beloved sitcom. That ache when characters felt like genuine friends, and now there's just silence where their voices used to be. So I spiraled. YouTube breakdowns at 3 a.m., Reddit threads analyzing every choice, 4 complete playthroughs chasing every branch, every variation, wiki deep dives hunting details I'd missed, theory videos, character analyses, everything. I forced every friend I had to experience it. Are you done? Did you save everyone? Which ending did you get? We need to discuss this, because I needed someone to understand why this fictional world mattered so much. Why saying goodbye to these people hurt like actual loss. It's been years since a story consumed me like this. Since I felt like that kid obsessed with fictional worlds that mattered more than reality. The kid who'd replay games hunting every secret, who'd fall in love with characters and miss them when the story ended. Dispatch brought that kid back. Reminded me why I fell in love with stories in the first place. Years from now, when we discuss narrative games that mattered, when developers cite influences that push the medium forward, this is the one. Dispatch doesn't save universes from cosmic threats. It saves one man who lost everything defining him. And by letting me help him find his way back, by making me complicit in these broken people's journeys towards something better, it saves something in me too. That part I thought superhero fatigue had killed. This isn't just another superhero game. This is proof that heroism looks like showing up to boring meetings, apologizing when pride screams otherwise, forgiving people who hurt you because their growth matters more than your grudge, defending someone when it's easier to walk away, choosing tomorrow over yesterday, even when today was a disaster. Robert Robertson III isn't a hero because he inherited a legendary suit. He's a hero because he kept choosing people, hope, belief, even when it was hard, especially when it was hard. And that's the most human superhero story ever told. Dispatch doesn't try to save the universe, it saves one man. And somehow, it saved a part of me too. If you're still watching, you might as well subscribe. Feed the algorithm. Thanks for watching. Peace.